What's happening in the training space that's different than, say, it was 5 or 10 years ago?
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's keep in mind that training, of course, is a subset of what's going on in sales.
Okay.
And sales is a subset of what's going on in the market. So I think what's happening in the market, and we talk about it, right? Commoditization is up, differentiation is down.
Yes.
Question becomes, how can companies stand out in the sea of sameness?
Okay.
And when that trickles down, not only does it trouble sales, but it troubles the training department. In the past, though, I'd say 10, 15, 20 years ago, when products and services were different, then sales training really just needed to button up their people so they could go out and do a pitch on their unique product or service.
Yes.
But today, we know that it's no longer about what you sell. Now it's about how you sell. It's going to differentiate yourself from the competition. So what was effective for training before is no longer effective today. That's what I'm seeing as one of the trends.
Yeah, and when I think about it, Daniel, one of the challenges that we've had historically is that training has been siloed into this department of either get them ready to go sell our product or fix them because they're not doing a good enough job. And it doesn't sound like that's appropriate or adequate enough anymore. Is that right?
Yeah, that is right. I mean, I've gone in and done many sales trainings, but the reality is people don't want training. What they want is strategy.
Okay.
What they want is the street brought into the classroom. And too often times that doesn't happen. Training departments don't know how to do it. That's this thing we call street smart versus book smart. And playfully, I've heard it said, right? What gets written in the book gets mugged on the streets of reality. And so we've got to figure out, training has got to figure out how to move from sales training to sales transformation. And one of the ways that they've got to do that, or we've got to do that, is by changing our mindset from book smart, intellectual property that happens in the room to what happens on the street, and merging the two.
Okay. Yeah, and with that, I think some of the changes that I've noticed is even in the form of titles, right? We're no longer calling sales training just sales training. It's now sales education or sales effectiveness or sales enablement, right?